In our last video, we discussed how players use oil to hire sailors into their personal crews and some of the other mysteries of the sea deck. Today, we're going to be talking about the all-important chapter cards, which serve as milestones in the Pequod's doomed voyage, and will explain the final chase of Moby Dick, the tragic end to our game. Again, keep in mind that we are playing on a homemade prototype deck, which in no way reflects the quality of our final product. Alright, let's do this! Before every game begins, the players decide how many chapter cards they wish to play before Moby Dick can be found and chased. Fewer chapters generally make for a shorter game, and Tavit has somewhere to be in a little while, so the players decide on 3 chapters, a short and sturdy expedition. Each journey begins with Chapter 1, Loomings, already in play, giving each player's boat a +2 strength. Loomings also contains an achievable bonus objective, which awards 50 barrels of oil to the first player to achieve it while the card is still in play. Some, but not all chapters contain these bonus objectives, giving players a chance to earn additional oil throughout the journey. In the case of Loomings, the objective is to be the first to hire a full crew of 7 sailors, as proper preparation and planning will make the voyage all the more successful. Our players begin their voyage and successfully hunt a calf sperm whale. Tavit has struck the killing blow, and on his next turn, he uses his oil gains to bolster his crew. Taking his turn at the topmast, Tavit then draws the next chapter, the Spirit Spout. He places the Spirit Spout card over the last chapter card, thereby replacing its active effects and bonus objective. Additionally, when a chapter card is drawn from the sea deck, Captain Ahab will generally have a stake in the event, and as such will join the crew of the player who drew it. Ahab emerges from his cabin and joins Tavit's personal crew. In the novel, when the Spirit Spout is first seen by Fadala on a moonlit night, the crew is roused to feelings of wonder and awe, and also a little terror. The effect of the Spirit Spout in our game is Fog, a hunt condition in which whale cards cannot be negated by any sailor, making for high-stakes hunting and creative use of non-negation sailor abilities. After a couple more turns, we find that the players, hampered by the effects of the Spirit Spout, failed to successfully hunt a bull sperm whale. Now, on Jess's turn, she draws a strange white card with only a terrifying passage in its center. Though groves of spears should be planted in his flanks, he would still swim away unharmed, or if indeed he should ever be made to spout thick blood, such a sight would be but a ghastly deception. Jess has sighted the white whale, Moby Dick. When a Moby Dick card is drawn before the agreed number of chapter cards has been reached, it moves the story automatically along to the next chapter. Jess places the Moby Dick card aside and begins to turn over cards from the sea deck until the next chapter card is found. She then takes the Moby Dick card and any other cards that were drawn in the search and shuffles them back in with the remaining sea deck. Jess then places the new chapter card over the Spirit Spout and play continues with the new chapter's effect. She draws Queequeg in his coffin. Rough. When this chapter is drawn, Queequeg is temporarily removed from play and placed on top of the coffin card, and all players lose 1 boat strength owing to the gloom. A somber period in the voyage and a difficult time for the crew at large. Kevin is having an extremely unlucky voyage so far, though the winds of fate could change at any moment. Now that the players have gone through 3 chapter cards, they are considered to be in the waters of Moby Dick. The next sighting of the white whale will initiate the final chase. Hunts carry a greater sense of urgency, and crew maintenance becomes of utmost importance. Every turn could be the last, and our players will need to utilize everything within their power to prepare. These next few turns pass uneventfully, as the players nervously await any sign of the white whale. After a few more turns of play, Tavit goes pale as he draws another card from the sea deck. Whence come those clouds of spiritual wonderment and pale dread, in which that white phantom sails in all imaginations? The players have entered the final chase. The final chase follows a set of rules modified from a standard hunt. All players must bring out their entire crews, up to 7, and retreat is no longer an option. Players are considered automatically fast for the entire chase, and Ahab and Fadala enter the final chase activated. Any active chapter card effects are cancelled, and a few specific whale cards are modified in their effects. Also, Moby Dick is no ordinary whale, and he does not intend to be taken. After drawing the standard whale card, instead of rolling to hit the whale, players must roll to determine if they are able to successfully evade a vicious follow-up attack from the whale. The results of this roll are weighed against the strength of the remaining sailors in the boat, and unless their strength is greater or equal to the roll, an additional sailor is lost. When a player loses their entire crew, they are out of the game. Tavit drew the white whale from the sea deck, and thus is first to draw a whale card and deal with its effects. He draws Unflagging Spirit. Luckily, he is in possession of Tashtigo and is able to negate the vicious effect. Now, he rolls 2 dice and gets a 5. The total strength of his boat is 7, and thus, he successfully evades Moby Dick and loses no sailors. It is now Kevin's turn. Kevin draws Battering Ram. Oh no! Luckily, he has Ishmael, who can copy the ability of any other sailor active in a hunt. He sees that Jess has Stub, who allows a player to redraw any whale card and take the effect of the second card drawn. Kevin copies this ability, activates Ishmael, and draws Running. Now, instead of losing up to 3 sailors, he only has a -1 penalty on his boat strength. Now it is his turn to stave off Moby's attack. When a player has 3 sailors or fewer left in their boat, they only have to roll 1 die during the Moby Dick attack instead of 2. Kevin rolls a 5, which beats his modified boat strength of 1. Kevin sadly must lose Ishmael, who, instead of going into the discard pile, is placed face up on the sea deck. He bobs in the churning ocean, waiting to be claimed by the last surviving player of the Pequod's doomed voyage. When all the players are out of the game except one, that last survivor can proudly exclaim, "Call me Ishmael." Who will outlast their shipmates and live to tell the tale? What horrible attacks will the white whale dole out? These things you can only know once you yourself have lowered after the great Leviathan. Thanks for watching.